Good afternoon, YouTubers. I'm going to say it's afternoon. Yeah, it's after 1 o'clock, so it is Wednesday afternoon. This is video 3 of our 1986 Honda ATC 250R winter project in the garage here. I was out there yesterday. I'll give you a follow-up on that. On our last video, there was some considerable play in our linkage swing arm assembly. There was play here in the main bushings. There was play on top in the top mount, and the most play was coming from the bottom, where the bone linkage joins onto the shock here. There was also some play here in our aftermarket East Coast swing arm. There's a bracket there for adjustable notches there. Anyway, there's a plate goes in. Anyway, they said to tack the plate on the back of the welder. So that eliminated 99% of the play. I had the shock removed and brought it to the shop, got it charged. It's an older shock assembly, so I put just, instead of 320, anywhere from 280, I think, to 320 something. Anyway, I put 250 in it, and this seems to be holding its charge. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see, but there's very little play there now in that bottom bushing, but it's within tolerance for what I'm doing here. Aftermarket swing arm, anything aftermarket is going to throw you for a loop a little bit. The bushing for the rear caliper brake stay don't fit on that, so I'm going to have to make up some sort of bushing for that, because that's going to, every time you apply the brake, you're going to get a noise. But that's later on stuff. So she's back on her wheels anyway. So that was yesterday's project, pretty much. We got 2 new stickers now to go on there. And today, we're just doing some touch-ups on our rad supports, kickstarter, foot shift, and our pegs. And when I got the engine, the gentleman had previously sandblasted our stator cover. I wasn't going to touch, there was not going to be no painting to this project. Once again, it was just going to be designed as a runner. But you know, when you get at it, you touch up this and paint that, it's all spray bomb. There's nothing powder coated here in central Newfoundland. We have no access to powder coat. I think in St. John's probably is the nearest place. So yeah, everything else seems to be in decent shape, regards to all original and stock. Our exhaust is good. All new bushings and brackets and springs. We're missing scatter. I think there's 1 engine bolt bracket and a few other odds and ends. We got some stuff ordered. We got a caliper kit, rear caliper kit ordered because the caliper is leaking. New set of pads. Chain guard, case saver, a few odds and ends, probably a new chain. I'm going to look at them sprockets, probably end up getting new chains and sprockets. But yeah, as it sits now, it's almost ready to engine reassembly. In the process now of checking the end gap. So we got our book here. I put a new battery in our caliper. So we get all of our specs. There's an aftermarket piston there, Wesco piston, which was with the package that I got. And the gentleman said it was all sized and ordered to correct size proportion to that head. So rather than just put it together, obviously check all that. And I had to add some JB Weld there on the post there for the clutch. When the clutch goes in, clutch linkage. It wasn't leaking, but I added a bit of JB Weld there. Touched it up a little bit. Like I say, we're going to try to get this one in running condition, so it's not going to be 100% restoration, but we're going to get as close as we can without going overboard on the price. Because I know for our 84 250R project, it was hard enough getting the parts for that. I had one part, a collar in the between the base that separates the engine oil from the combustion chamber. That had to come from Finland or Switzerland. So, you know, little parts, little knickknacks like that can cost you arm and a leg. Even these red covers and little frame brackets, I think they're $100 each, just for one. So, ordered a new slave cylinder for the rear brakes. Them reds are going to come off now and go on this unit. That's a good frame, actually, for somebody who's looking for one. Another complete engine over there, assembled or disassembled. So yeah, we're just smacking the coat of black on that. These parts are pretty much, you know, it's not a high wear point, so I think it'll comment the job when it's done. So we takes her in the mud or in the sawdust or into the pits and gets it dirty and full of black mud. We're not going to feel so guilty as we would at taking our 84 250R that was pretty much restored to 2017. I think we done that one, but that was pretty much restored, every bolt, bushing, bearing. So this one is going to be a runner, and I think it suits it because all the parts are, I'm going to say, 80% in regards to 80 to 90% when it comes to wear, dings, scratches, rusts. So it's probably hopefully going to blend in with the final end result. Like I say, them rims are nice rims, but there's dents, a few dings, you know, a bit of rust on the surface, rust on the swing arm there. So we'll try to take care of that now with a touch-up kit maybe. And yeah, so that's part 3. Tomorrow now we might get out our engine, hopefully, if we get oh yeah, I had to order a wrist pin bearing. There is a wrist pin bearing there added from the older piston, but you know, we're not going this far, and I'm not going to put a $20 wrist pin bearing in. So that should be in today. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get out our engine and see if everything's in spec. And it's just waiting on Mr. eBay now to send us our parts. So most of it's going to be in, I guess, in early February. A lot of it shipping from Ohio. Good thing to do is scroll down on your YouTube pages. If you can find a part that's local, or in our case, we're in Newfoundland, so I ordered up the most of it on the eastern seaboard, so close I can get, so I look up through New York. So you're looking at about 2 or 3 weeks time I get it here. So not too bad, rather than going to California or China. And you know, at least you're getting the quality from the US, and a lot of it OEM. So yeah. Anyway, there she is, 86 winter project. Thanks for watching. All the best.